My sponsor Rock Bottom is currently running a special deal. Head on over to rockbottomcoins.com and use code Zirksee at checkout for a 30% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over the best teams for you guys to pick with your Gold Team Fantasy Packs. Now, if you don't know what the Gold Team Fantasy Pack is, basically, it's a pack that you get either from the pre-order edition, which I believe with the Ultimate Superstar edition, I think off the top of my head, I want to say it's either 12 or 15 packs that you get, and then you also get them with the Standard, I believe, and with the Superstar as well. So with those, basically, it guarantees you 2 gold players or better, and then it's going to be 3 silver. Now, I looked back in my video from last year to actually take a look, and it appears though in some packs I actually did pull like 3 gold players, but it was kind of rare. So more than likely, you're going to get 2 gold or better players in your packs. Now, with the Gold Team Fantasy Pack, you can choose any single team that you want, and you will get 2 gold or better players from that team, as well as 5 total cards in the pack if they decide to do it the same way this year. Now, a lot of people asked me to make this video, so that's why I'm making this one for you guys. I did it last year as well. You guys seem to really enjoy it, and of course, make sure you guys smack the like button on the video if you guys enjoy, and this does help you out. And of course, hit that sub button down below if you guys are not already subbed to the channel, and that notification bell is going to come in big handy these next couple of days, so make sure you guys go ahead and turn that on. But with that being said, there's a lot more to it than just going with the team that happens to have, your favorite team, or even teams that have the most elites. When it comes to which teams I suggest you guys do, I went through all the teams and I kind of narrowed it down to 10 teams. That might sound like a big wide variety, but I'm still going to give you a reason why I think you should do each and every team depending on what you want to do. So we're going to start off here with the Texans. This is going to be by far the one with the lowest amount of elites, and the reason I have the Texans on this list is because their top 3 elites are just so good. Now, you're going to pull some gold players, but if you end up going with a team like this, in general, if you go with any team, you're probably going to pull in at least 1 or 2 elites out of all the Gold Team Fantasy Packs, I'd hope anyways, if not more. But with the Texans, you have DeAndre Hopkins, who is the highest overall base elite, one of the highest overall base elites, 88 overall is the highest. Then you have J.J. Watt right after him at 87 overall, followed up by Jadeveon Clowney at 86. Obviously, J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney are going to be going for a lot of coins because that's one of the faster outside linebackers, one of the better pass rushers in the game. And again, another really, really good pass rusher in J.J. Watt, one of the most wanted defensive ends every single year. So if you haven't pulled DeAndre Hopkins, J.J., or Clowney, you're going to make a lot of coins. And this is like the only team I think that I found that has like 3 guys like this. So this is the one and only team that's only going to have 5 elites I decided to go with. Obviously, Justin Reed, Lamar Miller, not going to be going for a ton of coins. But the next team we have is going to be the Panthers. And again, they actually happen to have 2 pretty solid elites here. Now, if you take a look, they have Luke Kuechly, who's an 87 overall, and Christian McCaffrey, who is an 84 overall. Both of these guys will be pretty expensive, and I imagine Luke Kuechly will be very, very expensive. They have a total of 9 elite players, though, which actually isn't even the highest overall, but we have Cam Newton, Gerald McCoy, Michael Pilardi, Greg Olsen, Kawan Shorts, Matt Paradis, Graham Gano, Christian McCaffrey, and Luke Kuechly. Obviously, Luke's going to be the most expensive card out of them. Cam Newton will probably be one of the more expensive 80 overalls because as an 80 overall QB, a lot of people are probably going to want to use him because he's going to be cheaper than usual, but still, he'll probably be more expensive than most 80 overall QBs. Greg Olsen, a solid tight end. I don't think he'll really go for a ton. Kawan Short. Graham Gano could have some value. Kickers beginning of the year. Most of them aren't really that great, so Graham Gano could have some solid value there as well. So that's why I think the Panthers are one of the better teams. I wouldn't necessarily say the best because it's not like they have an 88 overall linebacker, but Luke Kuechly, 87, is still going to go for a ton. Next up is going to be the Pats, and the Patriots, you guys can see, have a ton of elite players. They actually have a grand total of 13 elites, I believe. Now, I believe this one actually may be, I'm actually pretty positive that it is, the most elites for any team. So just left that. The odds you pull in an elite if you go with the Patriots are going to be a lot higher, given most of those elites are 80 overall elites. As you guys can see, there are 6 80 overall elites, 181, 280, actually 382s, 183, but then they also have one of the better cornerbacks in the game with Stephon Gilmore, an 86 overall, and of course Tom Brady at an 88. My personal opinion, Don't really care for pocket QBs, and I feel like with RPOs and everything, you're probably going to want to go with more of a scrambling quarterback, but if you want to go with Tom Brady, you definitely can go with Tom Brady still as your QB. So when it comes to the Patriots, there's 13 elites you could possibly pull. I know that a lot of them are lower overall guys. So they might not go for the most coins, but you do have a chance of pulling Stephon Gilmore or Tom Brady. Now, because you're going to go with the Patriots, though, if you do, keep in mind, because there are 13 different elites, the odds of you pulling Tom Brady out of a Patriots pack probably not going to be very high, with there being 12 other elites that you could possibly pull. So, I don't know if you pull Gilmore or Tom Brady, but those guys will definitely be going for a nice little chunk of change. We also have the Ravens next up, and you guys see they also happen to have a ton of players. I believe they actually have 12 base elites, which comes in at second most. Now, their highest overall elite, though, is going to be Justin Tucker. Now, we don't know how much that's going to be, but I mean, Justin Tucker could be going for a lot of coins, obviously, with him being the best kicker in the game with 87 kick power, 87 kick accuracy, and then their punter is actually number 2, and of course, Earl Thomas is probably going to go for quite a bit. So Earl Thomas is up there as well. Besides that, on this team, I don't really see any of these guys going for a ton of coins. I mean, actually, Marlon Humphrey's kind of a budget beast with 83 speed, 84 acceleration. Tony Jefferson only has 76 speed. Besides that, these guys are pretty solid. Marshall Yanda only down to an 83. Kind of surprised he's that low. A lot of people regard him as maybe like the second best right guard in the NFL behind Zach Martin, or even possibly the best right guard in the NFL. But that's the Ravens, 12 elites. It's a solid pick. In my opinion, not the best one, but it definitely is a pretty solid pick. And then we have the Eagles. With the Eagles, as you guys can see, they also happen to have 10 total elites on their team. Now, with the lowest one being Deshaun Jackson, and Deshaun Jackson still will have a little bit of value just because he's 84 speed. That's one of the faster in the game, one of the faster speeds. The fast wide receiver being Tyreek Hill with 89. Marquise Brown, I think, has 88. Deshaun Jackson, 84, definitely not bad. They also have Alshon Jeffrey, 81 overall. Jason Peters, Lane Johnson, Brandon Graham, Brandon Brooks. Then you start to get into the more guys that will be kind of expensive. 84 overall Zach Ertz here with some solid catching stats. 87 catch, 55 run block. That's not good. But they also have Jason Kelsey, who's 85 overall center. Malcolm Jenkins, and of course Fletcher Cox at 87 overall. They happen to have quite a few higher overall guys. Most teams are basically 80s with just a few 82s, maybe 183 mixed in. And then you have a higher overall guy. With the Eagles, they have an 87, they got two 85s, an 84, an 83, two 82s, then they have two 81s and only 180 overall, and that 80 overall will probably go for the same price as, say, an 81 or 82 overall. So the Eagles is actually a pretty solid pick. And obviously, you got to have the Rams on this list. Take a look at all the elites that the Rams have to offer. Last year, it was between the Rams and the Jags for the best players to go with, the best packs to go with. I personally feel like the Rams could potentially be that pack again this year with just the players they have. You can see here they have Cooper Kupp, Michael Brockers, and Roby Coleman, as well as Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, John Johnson, and Akeem Sleep. Those guys are all 81 and below, but they also have 83 Greg Zuerlein. Obviously, 84 kick power is going to go for quite a bit. 84 Andrew Whitworth, one of the better left tackles. Then they got two 87s with Todd Gurley, who you already know is going to be one of the most sought-after running backs, the highest overall running back. Johnny Hecker, it's a punter, but Aaron Donald, 74 speed, 86 block shed, 88 power move. This card is going to be extremely expensive, and if you happen to pull him, he's going to go for a lot. So having Todd Gurley as the highest overall running back and Aaron Donald as the highest overall right end, I believe, I don't think there's another 88 right, or even another 88 out defensive end in general. Aaron Donald is going to go for a ton of coins, and so is Todd Gurley. So to me, the Rams could potentially be the top pick, not to mention the fact they also have a ton of elites. They have 12 elites as well. Now, of course, we have to show the Chiefs. Coming in with the Chiefs, they actually have a total of 10 base elites, but the thing is, they don't have the 88 overall, but they do have 87 Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes is going to go for a ton of coins as one of the highest overall QBs in the game. Probably going to go for more than Brady, in my opinion, just because it's Mahomes and he can actually scramble a little bit. He's got very good throwing stats. Then, of course, Travis Kelce, 86 overall. I believe he's the highest overall tight end as well for core leads. Tyreek Hill, fastest card in the game, 89 speed. You already know he's going to be ridiculously expensive. They also have 84 Mitchell Schwartz, Dustin Colquitt, Chris Jones, Honey Badger, Kendall Fuller, Harrison Butker, and Anthony Sherman. So the Chiefs are also a very solid pick. Personally, I think I'd still rather go with the Rams over them because they have Todd Gurley, Aaron Donald, and another 88 over or 87 overall. But the Chiefs, I mean, Tyreek Hill could be crazy expensive with the fact that he is going to be the fast card in the game. And finally, we're going to go with the Cowboys as my last team for you guys. Now, with the Cowboys, of course, we have Jalen Smith, Amari Cooper, Sean Lee, DeMarcus Lawrence, Leighton Vander Esch, Travis Frederick, Byron Jones, Tyron Smith, Chris Jones, Ezekiel Elliott, and Zach Martin. So, literally, Chris Jones, Tyron Smith, Byron Jones, Travis Frederick. That is 4 85 overall core leagues. That is crazy that they have 4 85 overall core leads, and of course Zeke Elliott going to be one of the more expensive running backs in the game, and Zach Martin definitely one of the most expensive offensive linemen, and of course Amari Cooper will probably be decently expensive, and Jalen Smith as well. I know I'm going to want to get that Jalen Smith, Leighton Vander Esch. In general, a lot of people are going to want these cards. There's a lot of Cowboys fans, including myself, and I feel as though the Cowboys are going to be very expensive. Kind of like how I said with the Eagles, they have a lot of players that are higher overall. Well, the Cowboys have even more with 485s, 186, and 187s. They have 6 cards from 85 to 87 overall. That is more than any team that I have seen. And they have Leighton Vander Esch, DeMarcus Lawrence, Sean Lee, Cooper, Jalen Smith. I think that is absolutely crazy. You guys may have noticed I actually did cut out a couple of teams in this video from the start. I have narrowed it down to actually 8 teams as I was going through and taking a double look at some teams. These are the 8 teams I think you guys should select from. Now, if you wanted me to give you maybe a top 3, let's say you have 15 packs, you want to go 5 of each, I would definitely say to go 5 with the Cowboys because there's just too many 85 plus leads to pass up on them. I would also go with definitely the Rams because you can get Aaron Donald, you can get Todd Gurley. The Eagles are a solid choice, but honestly, I'm going to go with the Chiefs because you can get Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill is probably one of the more expensive cards in the game. So, you know, he's faster than any DB that I've seen. The fast defensive back that I've seen has like 86 speed, I think. So I don't even know if there's a cornerback in the game that can actually keep up with Tyreek Hill at the beginning of the year. So that would be a big difference. So definitely my top 3 teams would be Cowboys, Rams, and Chiefs. So if you guys have, 15 packs in the Ultimate Superstar or however many packs you guys happen to get from whatever edition you get, or in general, if there are Gold Team Fantasy packs somewhere in the game, these are the 3 teams that I definitely recommend you do. You can, of course, do these other teams as well, like the Eagles, the Ravens. The Patriots, of course, have a ton of leads, the most leads, and the Panthers as well have a solid pick. And then with the Texans, they have 3 elites of 86, 87, and 88. So that's definitely crazy. Personally, though, I'd probably rather go with the Cowboys and have that bigger chance for at least an 85, rather than take the risk of not getting something like that. I mean, with the Cowboys, of course, you do also have a couple 80s, 82s, and 83, but I think it's definitely a pretty solid pick. With that being said, though, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. Let me know down below what team you guys will be picking for your Gold Team Fantasy Packs and why. Maybe to help some other people out if you have any other opinions on this topic as well. And of course, make sure you guys sub to the channel and turn that notification bell on so you do not miss a single video. I'm going to be bringing a ton of videos to you guys today, tomorrow, and for the rest of the Madden 20 season. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.